Shalom, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakal Kadash, for blessing me with the spirit to do this lesson. And in this lesson, it was an article. You see the title up here. More like a report. Mass exodus of police officers leaving communities in danger. Right? Which this is all their agenda to bring total and utter chaos, man. And that's what's going to happen. See, we've been telling you so called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans to get right. I can't say it enough. Through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, his men have been reaching out, right, with the voice of Yahweh Shem Yahushua for decades, man. But our people, they would rather not listen. They would rather love America, hug America, right? Look to be something in this society, man. We told you that your plans, your 5-year plans, your 10-year plans, your ideas about how you're going to live your life here in Babylon the Great is not going to work, man. It is not going to accomplish, man. Right? All hell is about to break loose here in America, man. Right? All these for the past 2-3 years, you've been having protests and marches saying defund the police, defund the police. But yet the same people that's out here saying defund the police, when they get in the jam, especially you women, that's the first number you call, man, 911. But see, Yahweh Shem Yahushua is giving you your is hearing your cries out, man. You want to defund the police? Hey, he's going to defund the police for you, man. Which he's going to take 300, 500 police officers away, from so-called protecting you. And these police are only out here to protect these other nations, man. This system wasn't set up to protect you Israelites, man. You so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. This society was not set up to protect you or have your best interests at heart. This is not why this place is set up, man. This place has been set up as a prison sentence for you, man. And you still do not acknowledge that. So, like you read up here, it says mass exodus of police officers leaving communities in danger. What is that going to bring? Anarchy, hell, more crime, right? More home invasions, more murders, more robberies, right? Because crime is already up. So imagine, this hits national news where all cops will no longer lock anyone up, man. No cops will no longer arrest anybody for any crime, which, they got that going on in Chicago, but soon that's going to be worldwide. And what are you people going to do, man? A lot of you women, you claim you don't need a man. You could do it by yourself. We're going to see if you got that same energy in that day. Right? Because the Most High has set a judgment for each and every person on this earth, man. Each and every nation on this earth is about to receive a judgment, man. Whether it be good or whether it be evil. Right? It's all according to your works. So, I want to get one scripture before I play this. This is Isaiah, right? Isaiah chapter 24, verse 1. No, Salaki. I'm verse 10. Isaiah, well, I'm going to start at 1. I'm going to jump to 10. Isaiah 24 and 1. Behold, the Lord, right? The Lord. It says, behold, the Lord maketh the earth empty and maketh it waste. Because this place is turning into a complete wasteland, right? It says, and turneth it upside down. This place is being turned upside down, man. America, Babylon the Great is being turned upside down, man. And ain't nothing a damn person can do about it, right? You could come up and try to set laws and, tell people to take off masks from entering into establishments, right? Try to get the guns off the street. It's not going to work, man. This place was set up to fall, and it's going to fall, right? So it says, and maketh it waste, and turneth it upside down, and scattereth abroad the inhabitants thereof. Verse 10, the city of confusion is broken down, man. There is nothing but confusion in America, man. There's nothing but evil and wickedness in America, Babylon the Great, man. Right? It says, every house is shut up, that no man may come in. There is a crying for wine in the streets, right? Right? But the wine is here. The gospel is being preached. The real servants and the real prophets of Yahweh Shem Yahushua is on the corners, but nobody wants to acknowledge it, man. And you may think that that's a good thing for you. But hey, the Most High may be just shutting your mind and your spirit to hearing this truth because he want to destroy your ass, man. So it says, there's a crying for wine in the streets. All joy is darkened. The mirth of the land is gone, man. There's no happy times out here no more, man. You don't know what you're going to get when you walk out that door. You call yourself having a girls' night out, or fellas hanging out, or going to the club, or going to a bar, or just going to a gathering or something. You don't know what's going to happen, man. It could get shot up, right? A fire can break out. People may die. You never know what the Lord going to do, man. The Lord is stripping America, Babylon the Great of the so-called fun that you people have out here, man. Since you people like to have so much fun, the Most High is about to have some fun, man. With you people here in America, Babylon the Great. Verse 12. In the city is left desolation, and the gate is smitten with destruction, man. These cities are smitten with destruction. And what you think this shortage of police is going to bring? Even more destruction in these cities, man. So without further ado, I want to play this. Yahweh Hashem Yahushua willing to elect the other five. Shalom.
Recruiting and retention of law enforcement officers has become a daunting challenge to police departments nationwide. Since 2020, a mass exodus of officers and record lows in new recruits have resulted in critical staffing shortages. CBN's Caitlin Burke takes a look at what's being done to fill the void.
Here in Baltimore, Maryland, the police department lost nearly 300 officers in 2022 alone. Now, at unsustainable staffing levels, the city's police union warns their forces are simply stretched too thin to keep the public safe. Ranked as one of the cities with the highest homicide rates, concerned citizens are urging officials to do something.
Why do we keep losing kids? Why? We don't have enough police staff. Obviously, we heard this here. We have a net loss. We don't have a community that wraps around.
In a recent statement, Mike Mancuso, president of the Baltimore City Police Union, warned the department will only continue hemorrhaging officers if the city doesn't improve working conditions and drastically increase pay. And Baltimore isn't alone.
We are at a point now where almost every large and mid-sized police department is having difficulty recruiting new police officers to the profession. It's a crisis because police officers are leaving their agencies in record numbers, and we've got to replace those officers, and it's getting more and more difficult to do so.
In Seattle, fewer detectives are available to investigate sexual assault.
Yeah, nobody wants to be a cop now, man. Cops are hated, right? Everybody hates the cops, man, right? Every time you turn on the news, there's a cop beating the hell out of a so-called Negro, Latino, or Native American, man. And a lot of these stories don't even make the news, man. They hanging brothers, They beating brothers to death. You know, you just had these nigger cops just beat up what's the brother named Tyree Nichols to death, right? So these cops are getting more bolder and bolder, man, right? And these Edomite cops, these so-called white cops, man, they have a history on killing so-called Negroes, man, and Latinos. They have a history, man. I did a couple of videos with these so-called white cops killing uh so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. So you damn right nobody wants to become a cop no more. And anybody that does, they just want the right and they want a license to kill you Israelites, man. Any so-called uh white cops or cops of any other nation, which mainly so-called white cops do it, but anybody that becomes a cop nowadays, you know, because the pay is low, they just want the license to go out and they want to kill you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. Let's continue.
Assault cases. Massachusetts State Police had to move troopers normally investigating homicides to street patrol. And in Kansas City, vacancies are causing record-long wait times for 911 callers.
I always wanted to be a cop. Always wanted to join the military. You have to be 21 to become a cop. So I just started out, went to the Army for 5 years, and then just kind of had like a seamless transition right into the police academy, and then did that for 6 years.
Now, 32-year-old Josh Blackford is walking away from what he once considered a dream job, determining the risk unworthy of the reward.
I just got my W-2 in the mail the other day for last year. I worked the whole year. I quit January 4th of this year. And my box one is $49,000 after being a cop for 6 years. And that is just, that alone 100% solidified my decision to leave.
So even these Edomite cops, man, they figuring, you know, this is my country. You know, I'm doing a service, and I'm basically being treated like a nigga, right? So you got so-called white cops leaving the department, man, right? So what do you think is gonna happen? Like I said, man, it's gonna be hell out here, man. Things about to get real bad out here, and you people, man, excuse my language, man, but you people out here bullshitting, man. Our people are out here bullshitting, man. They just got their taxes. They out here, you know, not even paying attention to the things that are going on. You know, they just waiting for the weather to get nice so they can cook out and have parties every fucking weekend, man. But the Lord is gonna shut it down, man. This is why we pray to the Most High to destroy this place, man, because this place gotta go, man. Every year it gets worse, man. It ain't gonna get no better. All praise to Yahweh Shem Yahushua for that, man. Right?
Low pay isn't the only reason behind this mass exodus. Cops leaving the force have cited burnout, low morale, and decreasing support from state and local leaders as deciding factors. Instances of excessive force cases, like in the recent death of Tyree Nichols, also continue to haunt departments.
People are mad at you. Your administration very often doesn't support you. You turn on the TV news and you hear that your profession is a bunch of racist jerks. And then you're working 12, 14, 16 hours, 6 to 7 days a week, seeing the most horrific things that society has to offer day after day after day.
National Police Association spokesperson Betsy Brantner Smith says departments are working to regain public trust through an increased focus on training and transparency.
Why the hell do you got to train a human, a grown ass person how to communicate and engage another human being, man. Why? That's a cover up, man. That training shit and putting money to more training, that's all bullshit, man. They tell these cops to arrest so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. They teach them to shoot to kill, right? I seen videos where these officers, so-called white cops, there was a man in a wheelchair, no gun, no nothing, running or rolling away, and they shot him, man. You mean to tell me training is going to help that, man? No, that devil has a problem, man. As so all these damn devils on the force, man. And even our people, man. Evil as hell, man. So this is not a training problem. This is a damn individual people system problem, man. Right? This wicked ass system, right? It needs to be destroyed. And Yahweh Shem Yahushua is going to make good with that promise he made, that he was going to destroy this beast system. This is 2nd Ezra chapter 5, verse 1. Nevertheless, as concerning the tokens, behold, the day shall come. The day shall come that they which dwell upon the earth shall be taken in a great number, and the way of truth shall be hidden, and the land shall be barren of faith. Because right now, all this hell that's going on in the earth, and this lawlessness that's covering the earth, right? With these laws not helping at all, and all people seeing is just evil, wickedness, evil, and evil. They're barren of faith. They don't got no faith in nothing good coming out of this, man. Right? But see, the men of the Lord, we understand why these things are happening. We know the end all be all. We know the outcome, man. Our kingdom rising up. This kingdom falling. That's what it is. But people of the world, they can't see it, man. They think that, hey, man, if this is getting bad, it's nothing else after this. We might as well be evil too. Right? Verse 2. But iniquity shall be increased above that which now thou seest. That's right, man. So iniquity is going to be increased. You see the iniquity being increased. Sin being increased. Wickedness being increased. Evil being increased. Right? The way it was, the wickedness and the evil that it was 20 years ago is not as bad as it is now. Or it could have been. You just didn't know about it. See, the Most High is lifting the skirt of wickedness when it comes to Babylon the Great, man, America. So now all of these things are being uncovered. All of this evil that you didn't see 20 years ago is now being uncovered, man. Right? Pedophilia, homosexuality, lesbianism, bestiality, necrophilia, right? The killings, the anger, the people's true what is it? Their true what's the word I'm looking for? It escapes me, man. Their true nature, right? People's true nature is coming out, man. This is a selfish, lawless, evil, wicked society, man. And the people in it are the same, man. This is why this place has to be completely purified, man, by fire. So it says, verse 3, and the land, which is America, that thou seest now to have root, because you still got the Baltimore police, you still got law enforcement in every city, but it's growing thinner and thinner, right? It says, "And the land that now thou seest to have root, shall thou see wasted suddenly," man. So now you're about to see this place get totally wiped out, man. And this is about to look like a third world country, man. Right? Because the Most High already ordained that this place was going to go down and be destroyed. Let's continue.
American law enforcement is always looking to improve. And that's one of the things that we're seeing now.
Over the past 2 years, we've been working hard to launch a body-worn camera program.
The Aurora, Colorado Police Department uses state-of-the-art technology to ensure transparency and accountability, making sure to inform the community about new developments in their policing through social media platforms.
Body-worn cameras provide transparent, secure evidence and help to keep our communities safer.
To build trust, people have to know what you're doing, why you do what you do. And sometimes we haven't historically been very good about offering those explanations.
As departments seek to win back the public and retain veteran officers, they're also getting creative to woo new recruits.
Are you looking for a new job?
And they use the so-called black woman to deal with community. They always got a so-called Negro or Hispanic, to sort of calm the people down, man. And they're happy to do it, man.
Are you ready to try something new that'll make a difference in doing something really great? Well, come join us here at the Fort Worth Police Department. We're hiring.
From catchy videos to signing bonuses in the tens of thousands, departments are desperate to fill vacancies. The Virginia Beach Police Department deployed both of those strategies, along with streamlining their hiring process. That helped close the gap from 100 plus vacancies to just over 30.
They wanted to serve their community. That was the biggest reason for the new class, the recruits entering into law enforcement. They really want to reach out to their community and be a positive change in that community.
Aurora PD took their recruiting efforts on the road, targeting locations with more diverse workforces. Their first stop, New York City.
Historically underpaid, not a great work environment, commute times extremely long. So a lot of somebody made the decision to leave that organization and come here.
They struck gold with 3 former NYPD officers now preparing to start work out west.
We've recently traveled to Atlanta. We've traveled to Albuquerque. So we're really looking at, where can we target and offer a better quality of life?
In the past, departments saw lines of interested candidates stretching out the door. Now, many believe the focus on enhanced recruiting efforts is the new normal. Given that, officers I spoke with reject the idea of any sort of lowered standard. They're proud of the way they've been able to streamline the hiring process and target a new generation of highly qualified candidates. Caitlin Burke, CBN News, Baltimore, Maryland.
I love this story. I love it. It shows both sides of the debate going on, and currently the debate about defund the police. I hope that's been thrown in the ash heap of history. We do not need to defund the police. We need to honor those who are putting their lives on the line, making sure that we have the type of officers that reflect our overall community and stop the internal warfare.
Hey, but the Most High going to defund the police. So there ain't nothing you can do about it, devil. Right? Ain't nothing you can do about it. So let me get 2 more. We're going to shut it down. This is 2nd Ezra chapter 15 verse. I'm going to start at I'll start at 1. Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy, which I will put in thy mouth, saith the Lord. Because this is prophecy that you're seeing, man. All these things that you are seeing in Babylon the Great, this is prophecy, man, coming to pass. Right? It says, and cause them to be written in paper. Where do you read the prophecy? In the Bible. Right? Right now, I'm reading in the Apocrypha, which is part of the Bible. Right? It says, for they are faithful and true. Fear not the imagination against thee, Let not the incredulity of them trouble thee that speak against thee. So there are going to be people that don't believe. There are going to be people that are going to come up against this truth, and what? They are going to perish, man. They are going to die. Right? It says, for all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness. Hey, you unfaithful? Hey, you're going to die in your unfaithfulness. Right? Let me get an image up. Let's get an image up. Right? So you got people crying out, saying, oh, we need people, we need cops. We don't want to defund the police. We love cops. We love the people that, protect and serve. Right? And they got so-called black woman there, right? Being the smooth, soft face, her being a damn devil as well. Right? So it says, behold, saith the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world. So the Lord is going to bring these plagues, man. It says the sword, famine, death, and destruction, man. That's what's coming. That's what's headed to Babylon the Great. Like I said, you're seeing 20 people die, 10 people die. That's going to quadruple, man. To the hundreds, then the thousands, then the tens of thousands. Right? The Most High ain't playing, man. It says, for wickedness have exceedingly polluted the whole earth. Wickedness is increased. Right? It says, and their hurtful works are fulfilled. Verse 12. Egypt shall mourn. This is spiritual Egypt, man. Right? Egypt shall mourn, and the fountains of it shall be smitten with the plague and punishment that the Most High, Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, shall bring upon it. Right? That's who's bringing these plagues. That's who's bringing these plagues. Verse 14. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up to fight against another, and swords in their hand. That's what's coming. Race wars is coming. Class wars is coming. Civil war is coming. Right? This thing can break out at any moment, man. It's like America is holding on to his last, is hanging off a cliff with his pinky, man. Right? That's what America is looking at. That's the state of America right now. You know? Verse 15. Verse 16. For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power, man. You got these cops getting shot, man. You got politicians. They're going to start targeting these politicians, these state officials, these government officials, the police department, the fire department. They're going to start attacking, right? And targeting, basically the community workers. They're going to start targeting them. Verse 17, a man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able, because they're going to shut down these cities after a while, man. They're going to bring order out of chaos, because what they do is called order ab chaos. They bring forth the chaos, because all this is going to bring is chaos, man, with no police. And what? They're going to come in like the good guy and restore order, man. Right? So it says, for because of their pride, right, the city shall be troubled. America is prideful, man. It said, for because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation, man. So because somebody doing bad and they see you doing good, hey, they're going to take what you got, man. They want what you got, man. And the only way you going to stop them is if you kill them. And that's what we coming into, man. So I got one more, and then we're going to shut it down. Get another image here. Right? This is Job, and I'm going to shut it down. This is Job 36. I'm going to start at 5. And it reads, Behold, the Most High is mighty, and despiseth not any. He is mighty in strength and wisdom. He preserveth not the life of the wicked, but giveth right to the poor, man. So the Most High is going to destroy all the wicked, right? He's going to destroy the wicked, Esau, Edom, and the wicked of our people, which is 2/3 of the nation of Israel, man, and all these other nations, man. It says, he withdraweth not his eyes from the righteous. Who's the righteous? The elect. Those are the righteous in his eyes, man, the elect. It says, he withdraweth not his eyes from the righteous, but with kings are they on his throne, on the throne. Yea, he doth establish them forever, and they are exalted, because the elect is going to get exalted in these last days. Everybody else is gonna see the exaltation of the elect of the nation of Israel, man, which consists of so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. Right? So it says, and if they be bound in feathers and be holden in cords of affliction, then he sheweth them their work and their transgressions that they have exceeded. He openeth also their ears to discipline and commandeth that they return from iniquity. Right? If they obey and serve him, they shall spend their days in prosperity and their years in pleasure. So this word going out, all the Israelites are hearing it, man. There are going to be some that turn from sin, and there are going to be some that's going to wax worse and worse. So the Most High is giving you the breakdown as to when all hell breaks loose, because it will, and it is, and we're right around the corner from it. The Most High said what? The ones that turn from wickedness, right? It says, if they obey and serve him, they shall spend their days in prosperity and their years in pleasures, man. So they ain't going to have no evil come to them, man. They're going to get tried, but the Most High going to put a spirit on them to get through it. But what's going to happen with 2/3 of the nation of Israel? It says, but if they obey not, they shall perish by the sword, and they shall die without knowledge, man. Right? That's what's going to happen to 2/3 of the nation of Israel, because they have no knowledge. They just want to be wicked-ass niggas, man. So this mass exodus of police officers is going to bring chaos. And who's going to perish in that chaos? 2/3 of the nation of Israel, man. Along with the rest of the nations and all the wicked of the earth, man. Esau, Edom, because they're going to fight against each other, man. And yet they're going to turn and seek to kill the prophets. But the Most High said he going to lift up a standard against them, pursuing in the book of Isaiah 50, 59 and 19. So I just wanted to go into that, brothers. I know this was kind of long, but hopefully, Lord willing, Yahweh Shem Al-Shah willing, this was edifying. You know, until next time, Israel, love y'all, repent, and shalom.